going live, and we are live. Hello friends, my name is Teacher Evelyn Joy, and this video right now is brought to you by my 5:30 a.m. time slot that did not book. So I opened 4 bookings for this morning. My 5 a.m. booked, my 6 a.m. booked, and my 6:30 a.m. booked. So last night / this morning, I had an epiphany. I took 2 ideas and brought them together. One idea is coming from my friend Amanda L's channel. Amanda L is a subscriber of mine and a Facebook friend of mine, and she just made her first ever YouTube video. She's a VIPKID teacher. Ooh, burned myself on the hot glue gun. Got to move that out of the way. Oops. Okay. So Amanda L just made her first ever YouTube video, and I was super impressed. So she shared a game board idea that I loved. So like each game space is a different color and every other space has a star on it. So there's about 10 spaces. At the end, they get to like the gold at the end or the prize or whatever. So I would give a gold trophy at the end. She had, like a treasure chest. You can do whatever you want for your prize at the end. What she had for moving along the board were magnets, okay? And on those magnets, you just glued a puffball, and you're welcome to do that. I'm going to take it a step further because remember I said I'm taking 2 ideas and bringing them together. The other idea that I've been thinking about is there's something of my kids that I've been saving for an art project, but I didn't know what I was going to use them for. I don't know if you have little kids, maybe you've seen these before, but you can buy these disposable sippy cups that you're only supposed to use one time. We use them, reuse them for like 2 months, but then they get to a point of no return that you really have to dispose of the bottle and you really can't wash out the mold anymore. And so I threw the bottles away, but I kept the lids because the lids are the part that really make it worth buying for me. But I've been thinking, what am I going to do with these lids? I have Chase from Paw Patrol. I have Peppa Pig. I have Mickey Mouse. I have Sky. And I have My Little Pony. Her name is Pinkie Pie. And I was thinking, I paid good money for these little sippy cups. It's meant to be used and disposed of the same day. We rewash them and use them as much as we could, but then it gets to the point of no return with those bottles and you have to throw the bottles away. But the lids, I was thinking, I've got to be able to use this for some kind of craft. So they're my new game pieces. With the addition of, I'm adding on these 2 little people game pieces as well. So, but I want to put a magnet on the bottom. And as you can see, it's not flat on the bottom. So what I did was I traced on cardboard these are for the 5 lids, and these are for the 2 little people. I'm going to cut it out. I'm going to use hot glue along the edge, and I'm going to glue on a magnet from the craft section of Walmart onto the bottom. So this is eventually going to be moving along a game board. Definitely check out Amanda L's channel. I'm going to be leaving the link in the comments and hopefully the description too, so that you guys can subscribe to her channel. She made her first ever video. Show some support, subscribe, put a like on her video. And she painted a cookie sheet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a cookie sheet, use some construction paper and tape, and make my own because I like using what I have on hand, and I don't have paint that's good for painting on metal on hand. So I'm going to just make mine out of construction paper. But since I have class in 15 minutes, this video is about me making just the game pieces, and I'll show you guys the other half of the project later on down the line, right? But definitely check out her channel to see the full idea behind it, right? So I will leave that link in the description and the comments so that you can go check out her channel. I wanted to shout her out because she did an excellent job on her first ever video. If you search Amanda L VIPKID, I don't know if she will pop up in the search engine. But I will give you guys the link in the description. So Here's my concept. Just one moment. I'm getting another glue stick out because I accidentally flung one onto the ground. I'm not going to go pick that up on the other side of my desk at the moment, but I'm putting some glue right along the edge without burning myself, hopefully. We can hope. If you craft a lot with hot glue, you've probably been burned once or twice. So that's why my kids aren't in the room when I use craft glue. My room is starting to get warm. It was cold when I started off this morning. So let's do Pinkie Pie first, just for fun. There we go. The whole purpose of this is to have a flat bottom, not necessarily to show along the sides, but if it does, it's really no big deal. Because the main thing you see is Pinkie Pie. And I'm going to go ahead and glue her magnet on so we can see how it works on the board. Ooh. Very good. All right, since we're low on time, I'm going to go ahead and start cutting my next ones out. Okay. Now, you guys have seen me using sewing shears for some things, but I never use them on cardboard. Okay. I use these scissors for cardboard because they're real tough. They never seem to dull, so they're for tougher projects. And again, if you don't have cardboard, use what you have. I also have cardstock I could have used, but I prefer cardboard because it's more solid and free. I paid for my cardstock. I'm going to use it for paper projects. And this cardboard was going in the trash anyway. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Right? All right. Sticking a magnet on Mickey Mouse. So the reason I added a couple of little people to the mix is because that way I can give girls 3 options and I can give boys 3 options. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Oh, girls get 4 options. Well, lucky girls. It's because my daughters had always choose different ones, and it is what it is. Because I have 2 daughters and 1 son, so I have more of the girly ones. All right, we're going to put, this is Sky from Paw Patrol. We're putting her on one, and we're going to glue on a magnet. There we go. And I'm going to cut one out for Miss Peppa Pig. So the cool thing is all of these cartoons, not only do my children watch them, but so do my students. I teach a lot of younger kiddos. I teach older ones too, maybe half and half. But whenever I have morning classes, it seems like it's mostly level 1s and 2s. And so this is extra fun for them to get to pick the character that they want, right? Maybe their favorite cartoon character. Okay. So we're pretty good on time. I'm going to go in 6 minutes and get in the VIPKID classroom 5 minutes before class. That's what I always try to do. I use my lens cover. This is my lens cover, like this, so that I can push the start class button and have the classes loading before class. And I can also play with the AR stickers with my students before class. So I know everything is set up and ready to go in time. Also, the firemen know that I'm there. The student knows that I'm there and waiting. So that's just what I do. I prefer to be there 5 minutes before class. So now Chase is our Paw Patrol friend who is about to get his base. Instead of Chase is on the case, it's Chase is on the base. On the show, he says, Chase is on the case. These are pretty much all cartoons my kids watch. All right. Okay. Okay. Getting there. I've got 4 minutes till I'm gonna go. Now I'm down to making the little people, which should be a little bit faster, right? They're littler. They're littler. They're little people. I have barely enough magnets. It's exciting, right? Whew. I've been buying and using a lot of magnets because I was making Christmas presents for my VIPKID teacher friends. I made them a bunch of rewards and mailed them out. Now I'm just working on Christmas cards for a few other friends. Have their addresses on the envelopes. I need to fill out the cards. And I ran out of Christmas cards, so I'm going to be using wrapping paper. I'm cheap. Using wrapping paper that has like Mary and Jesus on it and putting it on the front of cards that I already have that are like thank you cards. So I'm going to glue it on instead of going to Dollar Tree and buying another package of cards because I've only got like a few more to send out. So that's what I'm going to do because I'm cheap like that. I like using what I have on hand. I mean, if you're creative, right, you can make things. Okay. Finishing up my pieces. They're going to be all done. Okay. This one's getting 2 halves of a magnet. They each got a whole magnet. This last one got 2 halves, but it still counts, right? Oh, they're so cute. So we have Chase. We have Peppa Pig. We have Sky from Paw Patrol. We have Mickey Mouse from Mickey Mouse. We have Pinkie Pie. We have Princess Belle. And we have a little people guy. Okay. That was so funny. I dropped one. Oh, great. Just silly me. Okay. Instead of tipping them all at once, let's try one at a time and see what happens. Yeah, okay. So you won't want to tip it all the way, but it'll hold up if you tip it. Okay. It'll stay on when you hold it like that. I still like them because they do stay on. You'll just have to hold it like this and not flip it. So there are our friends. So they can move along the game board. And actually, I'm going to have it, come to think of it, I'm going to have it on the direct cookie sheet, which I think the cookie sheet is more magnetic. Let's check. Yes, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so it magnetizes better to the cookie sheet because the whiteboard is magnetic, but not as magnetic as straight metal, right? So there you have it. Do you see it? Looks good to me. All right, have a lovely day. Mwah. Bye-bye. I love you. Thank you.